Hey, good evening, everybody. Subhash Mohanty here. Today we'll discuss the controlling part. Controlling part will cover the cost elements. Initially, the controlling area creation and assignment of the controlling area to the company code, then cost elements, and then the cost center accounting and internal order. Up to that we'll go, and after that, the small topics we can finish. Next, I think it will take 2 weeks. 2 weeks controlling. I think it will take 2 weeks. Let us say. Okay. Just a minute. Area to the company code. ঠিক আছে। Yes. So we'll go to the SPRO here. Financial accounting, not much actually pending. We'll do the small topics. I'll tell you after finishing the controlling area. So I'll give you the finishing touch of overall what is pending, and also difference between S4 HANA and ECC also we'll discuss later. 1 month you can do the project. April month you can do the project after the completion of training. Okay, how the questions are asked in the interview. What are the scenarios in the real-time support projects and implementation projects? Okay, that also I will guide you. You should understand the SAP implementation projects and support projects also. Okay, right now I'll go to the SPRO. Here, same thing, enterprise structure. We have to go configure the controlling area in the enterprise structure. Definition, controlling, maintain controlling area. Okay, I'll go to the new entries. I will not copy, I will create. The controlling area is equal to company code. This method always will follow. So what is the company code? 7766, right? That name controlling area. Other name. Achha, controlling. Okay. Controlling area for 7766. Person responsible, basically users. The username or name also. Normally username it comes. FI user 27. I think it will come. I'll check what is available. FI user, that should be. So more than 15,000, then it will not happen. So, remove this 500. There is a more than 500, you have to remove it. Otherwise, it will not full display. It will not happen. You can search also. This is a find button. FI user 027. FI user. My username 027. Right. We'll see. It is there. So I have to select this one only. Okay. Then controlling area same as company. Okay. Currency INR. Sorry. We'll see. company code currency is also the controlling area currency, INR. Group valuation profile, what is available, that we can use it. It is not required actually. Chart of accounts CA77, fiscal area. Here I think by default it is coming. Okay. Right now I can save it. But error in currency is a company code. Currency is a company code is a missing. That will not require. Okay. So controlling area is equal to company code, same as company code. We'll go back. Assignment, controlling, assign the company code to the controlling area. Seven 766. Select, double click here, create 7766, then enter, save it. Okay. So that we have already done, right? So we'll go back. Assignment is done now. Controlling area operating concern, that we will do later on also. Operating concern we have to define then only. Achha. We can create cost centers also in the EC 6.0. Create cost centers option also there. But we cannot create until and unless we have defined the cost elements. After creation of the cost element, then only you can. So right now I'll go to the controlling area. Controlling, general controlling, organization, maintain controlling area. Activate, we have to activate, right? 7766. Fiscal year 2021. Okay. Select active, component active. Active. Not required, this is what you can do. Costing best, both. Save it. It's already done. We have already done, right? Here we go back. Number and this. Just like that. Okay. We'll copy number and this. We'll copy from the 1000. As it is a 800, we have 1000. But anything is to be copied from the source standard. It's in the development, it is 0001, not 1000. When it be the implementation project, anything is to standard is to be copied, it is from the 0001, not 1000. See. So it is copied, yeah. External it is given, it should not be external actually. So it should be internal. Okay, we'll see when the transaction. Maintain version. Actually, this is actually version. This version is to be. Operating concern also will give it 7766. No attributes exist for option. Okay. This is not required actually right now. When it will be created, then only it will be. When we create right now, it is not required actually. By default, it will taking the 0. Okay. Yeah. Then we come to the cost element is the which is the most important thing. Manual creation is there and automatic also there. So normally manual creation because single controlling cost elements, all the expenses are the automatic creation of the primary cost elements. Mhm. Expenses, we have only this one, 4 lakh, 4 lakh starting, whatever. Whatever. Yeah, okay, the batch. Creation हो गया automatic. Processed. Select करो. So, Background. प्रोसेस्ड हो गया अभी, ठीक आ गया ना इधर, प्रोसेस्ड, इनकरेक्ट कुछ नहीं है, प्रोसेस्ड हो गया, इन प्रोसेस में कुछ नहीं है, प्रोसेस्ड हो गया, ठीक है, डन। So cost elements creation automatically done. Okay. If you want to create manually, it will not allow you. You can test it also here. Right. Create primary cost element. Acha. Basically, primary cost elements are those cost elements which are basically for the manufacturing and all types of the expenses. Okay. All types of the expenses are the primary cost element. Whatever the expenses for the manufacturing or the cost of goods sold, so that will be taken into cost, primary cost elements. In the S/4HANA, it is not created here. That is created in the GL accounts. So the grouping will not be the basically primary cost element or something like primary cost element, secondary cost element, like that. Instead of the balance sheet items and even if it is balance sheet, but the primary cost element will be there. That we'll discuss later on at the end of the course. So here, if you go for the primary cost element, whatever in this controlling area, if you want to create any GL accounts, chart of accounts, it will not allow you because this is already created. No duplicates. Suppose salary and wages you want to create, right? And in the master data, just click here. Cost element already exists from this. The production costing or all these cost activities are carried out on the basis of the cost elements. Cost elements are assigned to the cost centers also. Okay, cost centers is nothing but the this expenses whatever in the covered in the primary cost element, that will be attached to that. So we have created the primary cost elements, which is a very required thing, without which you cannot do anything. And these are not required now. Create cost element groups. When there are the many cost elements, you can group wise, you can make it manufacturing cost elements, selling and distribution cost elements, like this you can create, but we will not do here right now. Create cost element groups, not right now, it is not required. So we will not go ahead much cost center accounting and internal orders. The next class will do it. This will not take much time actually. Cost centers, after creation of these cost elements, next is the creation of the cost centers, that we will discuss in the next class. So today I am not taking too much because it may be overloaded for you. This is a new chapter for you, and you should know that what is basically cost elements, right? Master data cost elements and whatever. You can read all these theories, cost elements, about the cost elements. You see, primary cost element divided into primary and cost secondary. Secondary, what are secondary? Secondary basically you can say production costs, selling and distribution costs. Okay, and you can classify in that way. And whatever the overheads are there, these are the secondary cost elements. It can be created here, but these are not the direct. The secondary costs are only in the controlling area, not in the primary cost elements. Must have the GL accounts in the chart of accounts. Without GL accounts, expenses GL accounts, you cannot create the primary cost elements. But in case of the secondary cost elements, you cannot. There is no necessity of creation of the any GL account, because these are created only in the controlling area. Secondary cost elements. I have given you example: production costs and other production overhead, manufacturing overhead, like this, selling and distribution overhead. This type of the cost secondary cost elements can be created. If you want to know the secondary, you can click here. There is not given detail. Okay. Anyway, these are the basically secondary cost elements in the controlling area. It is created only in the controlling area. Okay, not in the GL accounts. But the primary cost elements, which is created manually or automatically in the controlling area, it must have the GL accounts. GL accounts means not the balance sheet items. It will be PL account expense category. Otherwise, how it will be a cost? Basically, part of the cost center. Cost elements are the part of the cost centers. So for allocation of all these things, the cost elements, that means how logical it is. Expenses are booked in the controlling area. Primary cost elements, which are having the GL accounts. These are the basic things you should remember. Without basic things, you cannot. Controlling is very tough than the financial accounting. Okay, anyway, so I will not take too much of the topics actually. Yeah, you just read some theories. Even in the IMG, you can read. IMG is the best. If you have the books, you can go through the books also. I have told you that basically controlling, basically it is a cost accounting and cost and management accounting part. This is a configuration part I had given. There are a lot of things. Controlling itself is a separate module, but we will not cover everything, and it is a very vast. Main is the production costing and profitability analysis. These two are the major of the cost accounting. You can say controlling. That will not cover. But you have to know the up to cost center at least. If not the internal orders, also you can. It is easy also. In that you can take. I will teach this thing. But cost center is very required. You should know the things. But in the real-time project, you will not be assigned to do everything. You have to choose, or your team lead will give you the assignment. Maybe general ledger, maybe account receivable or account payable or asset accounting, like this. Normally, cost center creation is also senior FI person is doing. But you should know this thing. That doesn't mean that you should not know. Okay. So right now I am ending the session. You have any doubts, you can ask me. I'll just just a minute.